Welcome, what is up? Thank you for tuning back into the Chaos Lair. Of course, I'm Chris Chaos here with your Elimination Chamber recap, review, thoughts, opinions, blah, blah, blah. The pay-per-view was solid, very good. I thought everybody did a pretty good job. There were a couple of finishes that I didn't like, transitions into finishes I didn't like, and I'll get to that. Mojo beats Kurt Hawkins in the pre-show. I didn't watch it. I thought that Mojo needed the win, and he got it. Because the WWE doesn't know what they're doing with Kurt Hawkins except for just to pay him. I mean, basically, that's what he's there for. He's just there to get it. Basically, WWE has said, hey, come make a good living. And that's it. You'll get paid good. That's all we can give you. And because that's what's happening. Mojo needed the win. Pay-per-view starts off with Becky and Mickey, which I thought fell flat. It was an okay match, but it wasn't good. Like, to my standards. I thought that match, I was most looking forward to that match out of anything on the card, and that one failed to deliver in my book. Now, some people will say that it was good or better than what it ended up being. I disagree. I think it was bad, and compared to what they should have done, should have been way better. Kalisto and Apollo beat Dolph. Dolph attacks Kalisto before the match. Good move. And it was weird because it was something that I normally throw out a lot of different suggestions and ways, things that could happen, ideas for the whatever, and I didn't think about it. It completely caught me off guard. I didn't think anything about Dolph jumping Kalisto, but it makes perfect sense. Why would a heel want to go into a ring with two baby faces and fight? It doesn't make sense. So what do? You take one of them out before they get there. And that's what Dolph did. Perfect. And, you know, the right outcome came. I didn't like exactly how it came. I thought Kalisto should have came out and got the win for the team, but Apollo gets it. And Apollo and Dolph had a good match. Can't take nothing away from them. I just didn't like the way it ended. And then the attack, I mean, it's just the same old shit. So we just need to do something different. I don't know where to go. The American Alpha retained the titles as they should have. I like the Ascension aspect. They're actually giving them good spots. I mean, they won that 12-man tag, 12-man clusterfuck is what it was on SmackDown, and then they were the last team out tonight, and they handled it like they should have. They come in, they were methodical, they thought about it, they didn't rush to try to, because it's not what they do. It was perfect. I didn't like the ending of it. I thought Grand Amplitude was a bad way for the Alpha to win. I thought maybe a quick roll-up, schoolboy, small package, something. But it is what it is. The attack from the Usos, I think is gonna lead to a good WrestleMania match between the Usos and the American Alpha for the tag team titles. But then again, I have been wrong on occasion, so maybe that won't happen. I hope it does, though. Nikki versus Natalya ended in a double count out. I hated it. I wanted to see a winner in this. But kind of to start the build for WrestleMania, but there's, and Daniel Bryan said it on Talking Smack, there's still 7 weeks to WrestleMania, so anything can happen. This match was the match of the night because of the story that went into it, the psychology in the match. It was perfect. I didn't see one bite spot. I didn't see one thing where it was way off or anything. These two girls just went out and put on a hell of a match from start to after finish. It was great. My hat's off to both ladies because they both went out and really showcased what they can do. Randy Orton and Luke Harper had another phenomenal match. I mean, the match they had on SmackDown several weeks ago, was good. they upped their game, 3 or 4 times in this one. Physical, brutal, really intense match. Randy gets the win on the WrestleMania. Naomi versus Alexa Bliss, very shocking to me that they took the belt off Alexa. I'm happy. This is one of those things where it was unexpected to me. I didn't see it coming. I would have bet anything just about that Alexa would have kept the title going into WrestleMania, and I was wrong. I was completely wrong. I said I am a man of my word. When I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong, and I was wrong. And Naomi gets it, and the ending of the match, it wasn't the prettiest thing in the world. I think they rushed a little bit, or were trying to rush a little bit, and they just weren't in the right positions in a couple of things. You know what? They can fix that. I'm looking at maybe 3 weeks from now them having a rematch. Who knows what's going to happen? There's still a lot of time before WrestleMania, so who knows? But, I had to applaud. I actually applauded when the crowd chanted, "You deserve it." And I had to think about it for a second. I'm like, you know what? She kind of does. She kind of does, and I'm really glad to see her have that moment. I think the moment was the wrong moment. It's the wrong time to have the moment, but I'm glad that she got the moment. Bray Wyatt wins the WWE title. Is there anything else that I can say? The funniest thing about this, and they did this so perfectly, John Cena says on Talking Smack that nobody in the match is on his or AJ Styles' level. And Bray Wyatt defeats both men with the same move, Sister Abigail, and eliminates them from the match to win the WWE title. All 6 men were in the chamber. Like, everybody had come out of their pods. And then Dean Ambrose gets a schoolboy on Baron, and then Baron attacks Dean. The Miz pins Dean, and John Cena, I hated, he gave the attitude adjustment to Miz after the Miz had a good showing. He got some good spots in, and the look on Cena's face was like, yeah, right. Like, this is really going to happen. It just... That's all I'm going to say there. Sister Abigail to John, Sister Abigail to AJ. I can't wait to see an AJ Styles versus Bray Wyatt match, and I think it's going to happen before WrestleMania. In fact, I'd be willing to bet a lot of money that it will happen before WrestleMania. On SmackDown Live. You stay tuned for that. That's going to be off the hook for real. I give the show an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a good show. Everybody shined like they needed to. And SmackDown proved once again that they are the better brand. They put on the better shows, and they put on the better pay-per-views. That's just my opinion. But it is the right opinion. Deuces. Chaos out.